Hello YouTube, and welcome to the channel. Another video for the fans. So we're on week 2, day 3. So starting off with some axle bar clean and push press. So yeah, with these just doing singles really and just working up to a heavy single. If you've been following my videos, you'll see that last time I went up to 121 kilos or 267 pounds, but without a belt for PR. So I was contemplating see if I could go higher with a belt, but I thought no, I'll just go higher, but this time I will start using a belt. So this is the first time now on the block that I've actually started using a belt for overhead. For strict press I'll usually wear a belt because obviously I have to really lean back to get my head back to press, and it does put pressure on the back, but I find with push press it's a little bit more forgiving. However, I've now gone to the belt. Notice that I don't go for the belt too early. I don't put a belt on until it gets heavy, normally around 110, 115. So we're at 110 now, or 243 pounds, still no belt. I already have it pre-written. I like to have a number in my head of what I'm going to hit. And since I did 121 last time, I thought the number I wanted to hit in my head today was 125. So now we're at 115 kilos, and notice that I'm now wearing a belt. Now 120 kilos. So this is the 9th set of singles now. And yeah, this wasn't too bad. A little bit of a struggle, but it was still fairly comfortable. Knew I could go higher, so I knew that I could give myself the green light to go for 125. So here we have it, 125 kilos or 275 pounds. Now just 20 kilos off of body weight. So yeah, just looking to push these. Took a second attempt there and just managed it. I think with that, I just lost a little bit of concentration there. I think it was the same story with this 127.5 kilos. I think I tried to go for it too quickly there, and yeah, I just don't think I don't think it was a strength issue. I think I just lost concentration there. I need to learn to be more aggressive when it gets heavy rather than be nonchalant about it. But this is why I like to do these heavy singles though, because I find that as it gets heavier, it teaches me technique better. Because the thing is, it's easy to keep technique when the weight is lighter, but you want to try it when it's higher, when you're close to your 1 rep max. And I find that that's when I really learn every little thing that I'm doing right and wrong. So yeah, I'm going to keep the overhead axle in for the moment. My best is 133.5 kilos. I would like to see if I can beat that by the end of this little mini block, which is 4 weeks long. So yeah, after that, moved on to close grip incline axle press. So I'm doing like a 20 rep accumulation block at the moment. So last week I went for 20 reps, and this week is 15 reps. So last week I started at 62.5 for 20, and that was all right. So I went for 70, and the aim was to do a top set of 20 reps and then do 2 back off sets at 2 sets of 10. So I did 70 kilos, and I was aiming for 20. Unfortunately, I only managed to get 18. I did stop at 18. I might have got 19, but I wasn't sure. And then I stayed at 70, and instead of getting 10 reps, I only got 8. And then I had to drop to 60 to get my 10. So last week was a bit of a disaster on the axle, but this time it was a much improved session. I started conservatively, so I started at 75, and yeah, I got 15, and that was quite comfortable actually. And then I did these 2 sets of 8 back off with slightly more weight on each one, and none of this was to failure. Not even the 15 reps was to failure. I could have got 17 or 18 there. So yeah, I'm really pleased with this. It was a much improved session over last week, pretty much in every way. Same thing with the seated axle press behind the neck with no back support. So last week I did 3 sets of 10, which was 40, 45 and 50 for 10, and that did seem quite hard, but this week it did seem a lot easier. So I've dropped to 8s now, so 3 sets of 8. So I just started on this empty bar at 40 kilos. just to get myself a feel for it really. This is an exercise I've not done too many times, so I didn't want to jump too high too soon. So last week I worked up to 50 kilos for 10, so straight away on my second set I've already surpassed that, and this did feel a lot better. This was so much easier than last week. I think because last week I'm doing a few exercises that I haven't either done before, I haven't done for a long time, so I think last week, especially with the axle incline, I went a little bit higher than I should have done. I went too high too soon. But this week I was more conservative with it. I knew what I'd done wrong last week, and I've certainly come back strong this week. I've learnt from my mistakes from last week and been able to push more weight, and it's been a much improved week. So I'm really happy with that. Finished off with 60 kilos or 132 pounds for 8 reps. So really grand. It's been not just a much better session, but a much better week. Deadlifts on my last session and all the assistance was much better than it was on week 1. So I think I've looked at the first week, realised what I've done wrong, and this is a much improved session. So afterwards did IYT raises, just a couple of sets. The first set was 5 kilos, and then this second set 6 kilos per hand, just for 7 reps. These are really good for shoulder stab. So this first one is I, then Y, and then T. Really good at hitting multiple areas there all at once. And each one of those is 1 rep, so that's 7 reps altogether. You don't need a lot of weight with these. Like I say, I'm only doing 6 kilos, and that weren't easy. And then finished off with Stairmaster for conditioning. This last time I did 620 steps, this time 655. Not my best. I think the most I've ever done is 733 steps or something in a minute. So yeah, I'll be looking to beat that, but definitely a big improvement on last time. So it's all slowly coming back. So yeah, hoping to hit some big stuff soon. With the axle overhead, my best is 133. Today I came within 6 kilos of that. I'd really like to get 135, 136 kilos. If I can get 300 pounds overhead on the axle press, I'll be really happy with that. So so I'm going to sign off now. Just want to say thank you guys for listening. The next training session should be on Tuesday, and it's going to be another strongman session. So we're going to start off with the safety bar box squat. This time I'm dropping to 3s. And then, going to do axle again, see if I can improve on today. And then last week we did farmers, so this time we're switching to the yoke this time. And then we're going to do some sandbags. So, really looking forward to Tuesday. So watch this space, and I'll see you there.